Hi ladies! Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and learning tons and tons of great info. We are going to do our super fun cheetah hack tonight. And we call it a cheetah because it looks like a cheetah because we have dots all over our face, and then we're just going to blend it all together, and you're going to be amazed at how simple, fast, and easy it is. And I will be completely honest. This is all of my girls that are like, no, I don't wear makeup. I don't like this makeup. Hi, Susan. All of my non-makeup girls, this ends up being by far, their favorite and like their go-to. So let me get this massively crazy head of hair out of the way because it's so dirty. And what we're going to do is our cheetah hack, like I said, tonight. So we're going to use just our basic foundation colors. As you can see, I still have my eyes done from earlier today. And I am going to go in and just show you placement. Now, everybody's placement is going to be a little different based upon the shape of your face, but that's where I come in and help too. Not only do I help you with colors, but I also am here to help you with how to sculpt your face. So tonight I'm actually going to start a little bit different. I'm going to go in with my contour color. So I use the contour color Astoria, and I use it year round. I'm just going to tap my finger into it just a little bit, and I'm going to go right to where my ear meets my face and kind of that hairline right there, almost like a sideburn, right? That's what you call that. And I'm just going to make little dots all the way. And I think the reason why so many people like this is because you can really feel your face. It's super easy to find the proper placement when you're doing this. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Look, like not even close to like similar at all, but it all ends up beautifully. So I'm going to contour that nose a little bit as well. I'm just going to do kind of a little dots. And here's the key with this. I got a little excited there on my nose. So the closer these two lines are, ladies, the slimmer your nose is going to look. And then you always want to round it out at the bottom. Okay. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing about this is perfect at all. That's what makes this so fun. If you can finger paint, you can do this makeup. Oh. If you love to finger paint, this is your favorite makeup ever. My children love to paint. And if I would let Hadley play in my makeup, she would be really happy. So I'm going right along that jawline as well. And on the bottom, I don't even know if it's like perfect. But like I said, nothing about this has to be perfect. There's nothing exact. I'm just going to kind of dot it around. Okay. So what we have done is we are creating shadows with our contour. Our faces are three-dimensional. There is shape to them. They move throughout the day. We want our makeup to move throughout the day. So we're taking this cream-based makeup. We're going right along our hairline. I like to thin out my face, so I go straight down at an angle to really bring those cheekbones up. Now, if you had a really thin face and you wanted to add some fullness, you would almost make a backwards Nike swoop is what I call this. So I'm going back in with my contour, and you see this? It's like a backwards Nike swoop. And what I'm doing is I'm swooping underneath that, the apple of your cheek there. So if I smile, here are my apples, my cheeks, my whatever you call these, apples, apple cheeks, cheek apples. And so this is are almost like a check mark. Yeah, so this is how you add fullness to your face. So if you have a really thin face and you want to add some fullness, you're going to want to do more of the Nike swoop. If you're trying to thin that face out like I do, then you just make this downward diagonal, and it just literally lifts that, as you can see. So I'm going to go back, and this is the beauty of cream makeup, ladies. Literally going to just erase that because that is not good for my shaped face. And it's not that it's not good, it's just that's not what I prefer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my main highlight color. And again, I'm just dabbing on my finger. And I'm gonna go along my jawline, like we've talked about, kind of where a man's beard would be. And I'm just very lightly tapping. Because our makeup is so pigmented, you don't need much. Very, very minimal product. And it's gonna last you a really long time. Okay, we're not layering a ton because we don't need to. Our faces are not a cake. We don't need tons of layers. So I just took my main highlight color. I went right along my jawline here to my chin and up the other side. And I just kind of filled in this area because I know that I'm gonna put my blush color here. And then I put my main highlight here. I know that I'm gonna put my brightener here and underneath my eyes. But you kind of see why it's starting to look a little bit like why we call it our Cheetah HAC. It's super fun. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Sunlit, which is my brightening highlight. And ever so slightly, I like to go inner corner, outer corner, and then down to my nose. I want you to think about a triangle underneath your nose. So that's pretty much what we're making there. And again, y'all, this does not have to be perfect at all. And I think this is why my non-makeup girls like this so much, because it's so easy and it's so fast. And it doesn't have to be anywhere close to perfect. And then I'm gonna go right down that T-zone there. Cupid's bow, and just hit a little bit on my chin. Kind of crazy, isn't it? You're like, wait, what is this girl doing? What is she telling us about? Okay, now I'm gonna jump into my lip and cheek color, and it doesn't look like I've got mine pulled out. There is a gorgeous color called Sandstone that I love. I feel like it just goes with my shirt tonight too. So I'm gonna go into Sandstone, just tap, tap, and then I'm gonna give just a little right above that contour line there. And I do like to take it up. I like it to almost get like up to my hairline. Okay. And there we go. So if I didn't have my eyes done already, ladies, I would have put some of my brightening highlight on my lids because I do like to prep my eyeshadow with my main or my brightening highlight. I think it's a great eyeshadow prep, to be honest. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab my handy dandy blush and bronzer brush. All of our brushes are double-ended, therefore you're getting 2 for the price of 1, and they are worth their weight in gold times 100, okay? So I'm gonna start, I prefer to start with my light colors blend and then go to my darker. So I'm gonna start just down here at my chin, and I'm just kind of blending, tapping the makeup into my skin. So while I was applying all of my colors, the heat from my skin and from my body, just the warmth of it, the natural warmth of it, starts to warm up the cream makeup. And that's when the real magic happens here, ladies, because it actually goes in and it settles into our skin. And I know the word settling sounds so crazy, but look, like I've literally just tapped a couple of areas and it already looks nice. So we want this cream makeup to settle into our skin. We want it to settle because we want it to move with us throughout the day. The worst thing ever is to just have a makeup that sits on top of your skin and doesn't move with you throughout the day. That's when you get the cracking and the settling and the things that make us, in my opinion, that age us. So I'm just kind of squeezing the smaller end of my blush and bronzer brush here, and I'm just kind of tapping this area. The underneath eye area is by far the most delicate area on a woman's face. So you want to really be really careful with that area. So I'm just kind of tapping, not really doing much swirling with our Cheetah HAC. I feel like I swirl a little bit more when I just apply, but when I'm doing this, I feel like I just tap. And if you're here, ladies, say hello. Ask me some questions if you have any. This makeup is so amazing. Every woman should be wearing it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it literally takes 2 seconds. And you can see exactly why my non-makeup girls like it, because look how easy this is, and look how beautiful and how pretty it is. And like, you really haven't done much at all. So I just flipped my brush over to my larger end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna tap that contour and that lip and cheek color, and I'm just gonna start blending it upwards towards my hairline there. Now I kind of got this down a little bit further because I was trying to illustrate and show you guys placement. And if that ever happens, I'm gonna show you a fun little trick. Never want to forget about your jawline there. We have been out in public and my husband's like, Courtney. I'm like, oh man, I forgot to blend. So you don't want to forget that. And look, how pretty is that? Like, and then if I go, okay, I'm going to need a little bit more contour up on my forehead, or I want a little bit more brightener, you can always add it. It's no big deal. But this is literally the most thin, light layer of makeup that you could ever have. So here's a couple of tricks that I want to talk about with placement really quickly. Let me grab my palette. When you are doing your contour and your blush, think about, depending upon your face, and you can take a look at it and kind of play around with it, because that's the best part about makeup, is that nothing is permanent. You can wipe it off if you don't like it, or you can fix it like I'm about to show you. But I normally tend to tell my ladies, go mid-pupil here with your contour and your blush and out. So if I had my blush or my contour on this brush, I would literally go mid-pupil and then go right up into my hairline here. And then I would put that blush right above that, okay? So if I get it down, which I kind of did, I got a little bit more down here than I prefer. What I will do is just go right back in with my main highlight and just clean that up. The beauty about this is that all you do is just tap this right into your skin. It warms up, it becomes a second skin, and it is literally beautiful. So you can just make any little touch-ups, or if you got your blush a little bit high, whatever you want to do, any little steps that you want to take. But how fast and how amazing and how awesome was that? I literally took what? Let's see. It's 8:14 and it was really 8:01 right when we started. And I'm still talking and kind of going over stuff. So you can imagine if I did this at home, just how quick this would be if I wasn't talking. So I do like to, I prefer a little bit more blush. So I would go in and just add a little bit more blush, blend that in a little bit. Most of us tend to over blend when we are first using this makeup. And it's typically because we're scared of dark colors and we're scared of contouring, and it's totally fine. Totally fine. You just do it until you are comfortable and you're used to it, and then we just move right on. So I'm going to just finish off my lips really quick. And y'all, that is our amazing Cheetah HAC. Let me know what you think. I am lining my lips. I know Susan is going to ask me. She is my lip and cheek gal, which I love because I'm obsessed with lip and cheek colors. So this is Royal. And I love creating new colors with lip and cheek colors because it's so fun. So I'm literally just lining my lips with Royal, and it just seems right. I'm just liking the color. And that's all I have on my lips. I'm just gonna line it, which is the exact same, no, Royal. I use Sandstone on my cheeks. No, I'm fibbing. Don't listen, I'm fibbing. And then I'm just gonna finish off with a little bit of my mascara underneath. But beforehand, because I'm 40 and I technically have mature skin, just in case I have over applied or if I have not blended very well, I'm gonna go in with my handy dandy little perfector sponge or blender sponge. It is wet, but it is not sopping wet. I have squeezed it, I've wrapped it in a towel, I've gotten all the excess water out. It's cool to the touch, but again, not wet. And I'm gonna go in and just literally bounce this fun little tool Y'all, I had tons of these for like years. And even my mom gave one to my sister and I for Christmas and was like, oh, I've just heard these are the most wonderful makeup tools. Well, I feel like we all ended up throwing them away because we did not know what to do with them. And now that I know, they're kind of life-changing. And especially if you are over the age of 35 or if you just have fine lines and wrinkles. And there's nothing wrong with that. We work hard for those fine lines and wrinkles, right, ladies? Of course we do. Nothing wrong with it at all. So I'm just going to finish off my look with some mascara. And then I'm going to go downstairs and hang with my babies before they go to bed. And I hope y'all have enjoyed this day of fun demos. This Cheetah HAC is probably one of everyone's favorite. I feel like I've got a little bit of light going on in the inner corner of my eye, so I'm just going to go in and just blend that a little. I do like to brighten my eyes, especially the inner corners. It really just makes them pop. But I feel like they're looking really bright. Yeah, there we go. So if I wasn't going downstairs and just hanging out with my babies, I would either, one, apply some setting powder, and I will do that today because earlier we did our setting spray. If you prefer a loose powder, I do say just take your spoolie here and you can literally just make your own setting powder. Loose setting powder. I love our setting powder just the way it is, but just in case. And I really like a natural dewy finish. So if I'm going out and it is the South and it's humid and it's hot, I'm going to set my makeup a little bit, just a little bit in those areas where I know I'm going to be a little extra hot. I might be sweating. You do this, ladies, and your makeup is not moving. Even at night, I had a friend the other day at the gym. She was like, Courtney, I cannot believe this. I went home from a wedding. It was an outside wedding. And I looked at my face, and one, I was shocked at how well my makeup had stayed on. She goes, and then I took my water and splashed it on my face and looked up in the mirror. She's like, mascara's running, but my makeup hadn't moved. Cream makeup, ladies. Okay, so that is our Cheetah HAC. I hope you ladies enjoyed it. It is a super fun, super fast, super fast. It's also a great way to make sure that you're not over applying your makeup, which is really easy to do in the very beginning. And I definitely overdid it. So like I said, if you ever over apply, you can either just grab your perfector sponge, you can just tap it right out, or you just get your brush and you just blend it out. And that's why I always say, when in doubt, just blend it out. So you can literally just blend and blend. Most folks over blend in the very beginning. So I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I hope you've learned a lot. If you have any questions, please drop them here. Send me a message. I'm more than happy to help you with anything. Keep those selfies coming. We will get you all color matched and get you on your way. Have a wonderful evening, ladies. Bye.